Okay, everybody knows my absolute love and appreciation and respect for those dealing with chronic illness. So this has been brought to my attention. Lupus, the great imitator, has been brought to me. So I'm going to deliver it to those who don't know much about lupus. 5 things to know about those dealing with lupus. Number 1, lupus has been called the great imitator because it looks like everything else and is almost the most difficult to diagnose. Lupus sometimes look like exhaustion. Lupus sometimes look like a cold, flu symptoms, a sickness, a fever. Anything that you can name that can be wrong with a person at one time, lupus can look like that. So it takes the longest to diagnose because doctors don't know exactly what they're looking for. So if you meet a person or you know a person that say they feel like this day, understand they may be only telling you what they can describe. So when they go to the doctor and say, you know what, I found out that I've been diagnosed with lupus, don't look at them awkwardly. Don't say, well, you don't look like you got lupus. Let me calm down. We don't know what lupus look like. Lupus look like the person that got lupus. Lupus can look like this to me, and lupus can look like that to you. Either or, that person has been diagnosed, so have the C word, compassion. Number 2, where does lupus come from? Watch me tell you. Lupus happens when your body produces antibodies. Now, antibodies usually is a good thing, but the antibodies start eating the body itself. It start eating your organs, and it cannot be cured. It cannot be stopped. Just imagine your body saying it's hungry, and you fed your body, but then you don't want to eat, but then your body start eating itself because your body is hungry, and your body don't stop eating itself. Your body produces great things, but those great things, because they don't know what they're supposed to do anymore, they turn on your body, which is you, and it's an incurable disease. You can treat it, but there's no cure for it yet. And don't be confused. Don't say, because I'm a healthy man or I'm a woman or I'm from this country, that you can't get lupus. Lupus can affect anybody, but it's most likely to affect someone if it's already in your family or there's a history of it. So please get yourself checked, keep up on your medical records, and know what's going on with the family around you and distance from you. Number 3, according to statistics, women are most likely to get lupus, and it's more dominant in those of color. Again, lupus has no bounds. It don't discriminate. It attacks everybody. But women, for some reason, get lupus more than men get lupus. And because of some studies, some stuff I read, I Googled it, I encyclopedia, I even walked into a library today. Most women, Haitian, Black American, Hawaiian, Mexican, most likely will get lupus more than traditionally white women. So when I say traditionally white women, I'm talking about like white, like clear. I'm talking about like windshield white women. I ain't talking about like white women from Florida, because that's a whole different type of like human. So please don't be shocked and, oh my gosh, no. Don't be shocked when you find out that more women have lupus than men. It's statistics speaking. I can only go by what I read and what I've studied. If you know something different, drop it in the comments and educate everybody. Thank you. Number 4, there are 4 different types of lupus. Let's lightly break them down. You got systemic lupus, which is very heart-jerking to me, which affects the major organs in the body, the heart, the lung, the kidney, and the brain. Then you got cutaneous lupus. That's the lupus that affects the skin. So when you see somebody that say they have lupus and their skin pigmentation begins to change, or they're trying to wear makeup and things that still look like they used to look, they're probably dealing with that form of lupus. Then you got this tricky lupus. It's the drug-induced lupus. That comes from taking too many medications. And that is really like similar to systemic lupus. Not completely, but it subsides if you stop using as much medication. So this one can kind of be controlled, in my opinion, the best. Drug-induced lupus. To me, this is the most gut-wrenching form of lupus. It's the neonatal lupus. This is the lupus that's passed down to the fetus, so when the baby is born, some of the organs don't work right. But by the graces of God, and because the bodies are super dope, the baby will grow out of it with no lasting effects from it. Neonatal lupus. Study what lupus is, people. It's number 4. And number 5. Educate, 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 learn, 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 learn. Although a lot of these diseases that I talk about may be difficult for you to understand or study, or you may know somebody that's dealing with the disease and you're just like, you can't handle it, I would definitely encourage everyone that can read and comprehend to read up on these chronic illnesses and these diseases so you can better understand and you can better appreciate those dealing with these things, and you can have more compassion what they're trying to do to live a normal life. If there was anything I missed, please be polite, put it in the comments, make me more aware so I can make the world more aware, because I just want to love everybody. So we going to celebrate that thing all year. We ain't going to confine it to a month. To all of my chronic illness warriors, my survivors, all them naysayers that said y'all can't make it and all them complainers, we going to throw them to the left. We going to move y'all in from the right, and we going to keep this party jumping. It's your boy Josh Pray saying, I love everybody. And remember, your disease is rare. Shouts out to my homegirl Christine with the rare wear. Where my rare shirt at, man?
Josh Pray. Ooh, I say, gonna give it to you straight, just like Josh Pray. Ooh.